3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Panther News Nation. I'm Hannah Broadbeck.
And I'm Mac Packard. Here's a look at what's happening around Principia this week. COVID strikes again, but in this time, in a good way. Instead of prom this year, juniors and seniors will be celebrating aboard a riverboat cruise. Here's more. As the spring semester comes to an end, Student Activity Director John Heath has been working hard to provide fun events for the students. We talked to him about the upcoming river cruise.
Yeah, well, it's going to be April 17th. It's a Saturday night. All juniors and seniors are strongly encouraged to join us. Some branch of government has actually said to high schools that they should not have proms this year. They should not have dances. And that's when I started looking for other options. And the riverboat seemed like a great venue for prom, which is what we were thinking we would do, but also it became apparent to me that they offered this dinner cruise option, which sounded like a great substitution.
So even though prom isn't going to look like a normal prom this year, I'm still super grateful that Mr. Heath has been putting in so much time and effort to make sure that not just the upperclassmen, but the seniors especially, are having some sense of a normal year and are getting to do fun things as a class together right before graduation. And I'm super excited that we're going on a riverboat. I've never done that before, so I think it'll be super fun. And yeah, I really appreciate Mr. Heath putting in so much effort into this.
While we won't have a prom this year, the River Cruise acts as a great substitute that will allow us to celebrate the hard work that we've completed this year. This has been Mac Packard reporting for PNN.
Meanwhile, graduation is going to look very different next month for seniors. Here's Rachel Stewart to explain.
As we all know, this year, the seniors will be graduating with few of the seniors from last year's class that didn't get a graduation. We talked to a few of our seniors to see how they felt.
I'm really excited that we get any graduation at all. I think it is a little odd that we're sharing it with the class above us, but I'm glad for them that they still get to have some sort of closure in graduation.
I'm really excited to have graduation. I've been looking forward to it since all of high school, and so I'm really glad that we get the chance to have a graduation, especially in person. But I don't know how I feel about having the class of 2020 there. I feel like they definitely deserve a graduation. I just feel like a lot of them and a lot of the friends that I've talked to are past high school and don't want to come back.
We also talked to Mrs. Johnson about why this year's graduation is going to be combined.
There's a lot of gratitude and excitement for the fact that we get to have in-person graduation. So behind the scenes, those that are putting on graduation, if we were to split it into two, they would then have to participate in two full-blown graduations. And that's quite a lot of people that would have to be involved. It would involve facilities for cleaning out the entire gym in between ceremonies. It involves the speakers, it involves the faculty and the administrators that have to then put on a whole separate graduation.
This is Rachel Stewart
and Charlie Hoffman reporting for PNN.
Graduation this year takes place on Sunday, May 23rd.
Principia girls soccer team played their first game this season against MICDS. Melissa M. and Josh Hopkins report.
The girls varsity soccer team had their first game of the season against MICDS.
It was definitely a tough game to start off with, start the season with, and we got mercied, so 8-0. I think it was a great learning experience for everyone on the team. You know, it showed where a lot of the holes were on our formation, and we've been working on that in practice. And I think that everyone did a great job of staying positive after such a negative outcome to the game. I am most proud of Peyton Hanser. She was thrown into center defender, the other defender. She was just a natural at it. She had never played the position before, but she got it instantly, and that is going to set the rest of the season up very nicely because I think that she's going to be the other center defender with me.
I was really proud of the positivity we had, even though it was a hard loss. We definitely bounced right back.
Good job on your first game. We can't wait to see what the rest of the season looks like. This is Josh Hopkins for PNN.
Another spring sport this year is set to help beautify our campus. In this week's Magnify the Good, Ellie and Emery show us how.
As the weather warms up, more people are taking the time to go outside and do some work. We talked to Peyton Bania about how EcoPE plans to revitalize different locations around campus.
In EcoPE, we do a lot of things, but one thing that we're going to do a lot of in the future is work around the campus, and that involves a lot of things like creating new trails and pathways around the forest, picking up trash, clearing out honeysuckle, and like moving rocks out of the way. So just like a lot of landscaping with that, and also taking care of the environment. I signed up for EcoPE because I'm really interested in the environment and like the goals and like all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I wanted to pick something that, you know, I can express that love for nature and stuff, and also help it and make the campus more beautiful.
We look forward to seeing how EcoPE continues to progress and help make our campus beautiful. This is Emery Grant for PNN.
Let's check in now with Josh Hopkins for this week's weather forecast.
Hey everyone, here's the weather forecast for the week. We will see breezy weather with some sunshine. There might be a few cloudy days, but expect sunny weather, albeit not as warm as last week. Back to you, Mac.
Thanks, Josh. And that's a look at what's happening around Principia this week.
From all of us here at PNN, make it a great week.